Okay, so boys and girls, we've watched our Cram Jam videos about main idea. What we're going to do is we're going to read 2 informational paragraphs about main idea. And we're going to be looking in those paragraphs for a main idea and some details that support the main idea. Now the main idea is what a selection is mostly about. The details tell us more about the main idea. They help us understand more about that main or central idea. Now our book, our reading series calls it central idea. So a central idea and a main idea are the exact same thing. Those terms are interchangeable. So I'm going to go over to my computer and then we're going to highlight our main idea. So let's read what we're going to do here. And I'm going to highlight on my screen as well so we can see what we're doing. I'm going to highlight over here. So let's read what we have here. We have a passage about vampire bats. Do we see that right here? Can I have somebody read in a really loud voice about vampire bats? They're going to have to use their teacher voice. I need a teacher voice. Sophie, in a loud teacher voice.
Thought many people think that vampire bats are scary. They are actually marvelous mammals that should not be
feared.
Bats are nocturnal, so they are active at night when most people are asleep in their homes. Most of the time, vampire bats feed on livestock, like how like how cows and pigs. Most people have seen a vampire bat say that they are tamed and don't attack humans. Vampire bats are not frightening.
Okay, so let's try to figure out, it says circle, but we're going to highlight. We're going to highlight the main idea. So what do you think the main idea of this is? Now, when we talked about main idea yesterday, we learned that the main idea can be found in 3 places. Who remembers what are the 3 places we can find a main idea? Don't tell me what the main idea is, but who remembers where we can find a main idea in a text? What's one of the places, Leah?
At the beginning and the end.
The beginning, the end, or we have to do what? What was the other thing we have to do, Nina?
Maybe it's like, I forgot what I was going to say.
Who remembers the other, we have to infer the main idea. In this passage, we don't have to infer it. So it's either going to be at the beginning of the text or at the end of the text. So do we think it's at the beginning or the end of this text? What do you think? What is the main idea of this text? Don't make noise, please. What do you think the main idea of this text is? What do you think? What sentence tells us the main idea? Because it's going to be a sentence that's going to tell us the main idea. What do you think? Becca, what sentence tells us the main idea of this text?
Most people who have seen a vampire bat say they are tamed and do not attack humans.
That is not it. That is not it. That is not our main. That is not our main idea. Lance, what do you think it is?
The title?
Not the title. What do you think? Isabella?
Vampire bats are not frightening?
Vampire bats are not frightening. Yes, but there's another sentence that tells us. So everybody, that's good. Highlight vampire bats are not frightening. Okay, there's another sentence that also tells us the main idea. Mikey?
Vampire bats are not scary.
Where does it say vampire bats are not scary?
At the beginning.
Here it says, though many people think that vampire bats are scary. Okay, there's that whole sentence. Let's highlight that. Though many people think that vampire bats are scary, They are actually marvelous mammals that should not be feared. Okay? These two sentences here, boys and girls, are the main idea.
It's just one.
This, now boys and girls, this sentence here repeats this. Do you notice that's really a repeat of that sentence? It kind of repeats. It just says they're not frightening. That's really what that says here. Because that says they should not be feared. So that's almost essentially a repeat of that sentence. So now, boys and girls, what sentence is in here? And now here's where we are going to, instead of highlighting, we're going to do some underlining. So now we need our pencil. What backs up this main idea that supports it? Remember in our poster, we had the main idea or central idea. It looked like a table, and then there were legs supporting it, and the details were the legs supporting it. What are some details in here that tell us that they are not scary, that they're actually marvelous mammals that should not be feared? Where are the details that support that? Give me one. Lauren.
Most people who have seen a vampire bat say that they are tame and don't attack humans.
Okay, so let's highlight that. Or let's underline that, I should say. So I'm going to underline that. Most people who have seen a vampire bat say they are tame and don't attack humans. Any other sentences that support our main idea? Who else sees a sentence? Maybe I need to underline it in something darker. Maybe I do. I'm going to underline that in that. Okay, that looks better. Okay, who else has got a sentence? Reese.
Bats are nocturnal, so they're active at night when most people are asleep in their homes.
Yes, that tells us more about how marvelous they are.
That's also helpful so that way people don't get scared of bats.
Yes.
Also.
So now we know that we don't need to be afraid of them. How interesting they are. What else is telling us about bats, vampire bats? What else can we know about them? Who else can tell me something? Somebody I haven't heard from. Amelia, what else do we know about them?
Most of the time, vampire bats feed on livestock like cows and pigs.
Yes. So they don't bother people. So let's underline that.
It's like the rest of the passage.
It is the rest of the passage. So that whole passage,
The whole passage.
well, it is the whole passage because everything, boys and girls, is supporting that main idea. All these sentences go with this main idea about vampire bats. These are all supporting that because it's about vampire bats, so all the other sentences are telling us about vampire bats. Very good. Now, let's look at our second passage. It's about my birthday. Who would like to be the teacher and read in a nice loud voice about my birthday? Lance in a super loud teacher voice.
My birthday is going to be so much fun. In the morning, my grandma and I are going to go out to breakfast. I already know I am going to order waffles. After breakfast, she and I are going to play at the park near our house. I love when she pushes me on the swings. In the afternoon, my best friend is going to come over to my house, and we are going to watch movies, drink hot cocoa, and stay up late. I can't wait.
Okay, so this is a story about my birthday. And so tell me, what is the main idea of this passage? Now we remember, we find main idea in certain places in a passage. Probably in the first line or so, could be in the last line. This one had it in the first and last, or you can infer. What do we think is the main idea of this passage? Allie?
The top, my birthday is going to be so much fun.
Yes, my birthday is going to be so much fun. That is it, exactly. Everybody highlight. My birthday is going to be so much fun.
And the bottom.
No, that's just it. That's all. Just one. My birthday is going to be so much fun.
Just the first line?
Yeah, just that. My birthday is going to be so much fun. Let's underline that.
Underline.
I mean, highlight. Highlight. Now we need some details that will support the fun birthday. What are some details that tell us about the fun birthday? Brody?
In the morning, my grandma and I are going to go out to breakfast.
Yes, that's a detail that supports it. They're going to go out to breakfast.
I wonder what
In the morning, my grandma and I are going to go out to breakfast. What else are they going to do? What else are they going to do? Tell me, what else are they going to do that's going to make that breakfast super fun? Izzy?
I already know I'm going to order waffles.
Oh, okay, I guess it's a detail. That one isn't that important of a detail, but we can underline that. I'm going to order waffles. What else? Leah?
After breakfast, she and I are going to play at a park near our house.
Okay, they're going to do that. What else? What else is going on? Sophie, Sophie.
I love when she in the afternoon, my best friend is coming over to my house.
Yes, in the afternoon, my best friend is going to come over to my house and we're going to watch movies, drink hot cocoa, and stay up late. Perfect. Those are all the details. There aren't any more. Perfect. Those are the details because they tell us what is going to happen that supports the birthday. Very good, boys and girls. Those are all details. Those are all the supporting details. This here, I love it when she pushes me on the swings. That really is just giving us more information about this detail, about the part.
It's just like a fact.
It's just an extra something. As a matter of fact, so is ordering the waffles. That was just a little extra something. Good job, boys and girls. Now here's what you can do. You can put this in your home folder.